I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how to do a fall cut crease. I did dye the roots of my hair a little bit darker because I think I'm going to dye my hair a few different colors. Just because I've never done anything different to my hair, so it's something new I wanted to do. So as you can tell, my brows are really dark right now and they look kind of weird with no makeup. But once I get everything put together, it should look a lot nicer. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you would have seen my hair transformation yesterday. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I dye my hair a different color coming up shortly. So let's just jump into this video. So I already have my brows done and my eyes primed. I tried the MAC Soft Ochre paint pot today, which mine is pretty old, so it's pretty drying on me. So we'll see how it works, and then I just set that with a matte shadow that's close or lighter to my skin color. Today I'm going to be using this palette. This is kind of like my must-have Z palette colors slash fun colors slash all my makeup Geek Shadows. These are like all my favorite kind of like shadows and like things I want to use. So I'm going to be using a lot of makeup Geek Shadows and a lot of warm shadows. So first we're going to go in with Peach Smoothie on a Luxie 205 brush. Right now I'm taking this through the crease in windshield wiper motions as well as circular. Next on the 205 brush, I'm going to be taking the color Creme Brulee right here and putting that in the same spot where we put Peach Smoothie. So I'm taking Creme Brulee on the same places where we put Peach Smoothie, though I am going to slightly begin to focus all the darker colors on the outside of the lid. So we're just going to keep moving down the line here, and next I'm going to take Frappe. And we're putting this in the same spot as we put Peach Smoothie and Creme Brulee, but each time we put a darker color on, we're slightly moving it more this way, so I'm not bringing it in quite as far. So I'm really focusing it more on the outer corner right here. Also, with some of the excess on the brush, I'm just pulling that out to create more of a elongated look that we will approach further on this look. Next, I'm going to take this Anastasia shadow right here. It's in the shade Caramel or Caramel on a Luxie 227 brush. So with this color, I am taking it just in the outer corner right here. I typically am not a huge fan of Anastasia shadows, but when layering them over like the Makeup Geek shadows, I find they work a lot better. If you just use the Anastasia ones, I can find that they are a little chalky and dry. Her older formulation, the newer shadows I have experienced, they're a lot creamier and a lot better. On the same 227 brush, we're going in with Morocco from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so I'm taking this Morocco shade and I'm focusing it again on the outer portion of the crease, moving back and forth. And I'm going to take some more of that product and put the product a little bit higher and smoke it out even further. Again, that soft kind of wing that you did at first, like smoking it out with the shadows, is going to help right now. I like to dust my brush off and then just go in and blend it out. Since we have quite a lot of color going on right now, I'm going to take a clean brush. This is a Sigma E35 brush, and I'm just going to begin to kind of soften everything up the edges and clean it up. Since we are working with so many colors, you want to keep a clean blending brush near you so you can clean up all the shadow and blend it out even more. If you use a brush that's not clean, it's just going to get very muddy very fast, and because I use a lot of the same brushes for multiple colors, putting them in the same place and just layering them, we don't want it to get too muddy too quick. With that same clean brush that now has a little bit of trace of Morocco, we're just going to bring it to the inner corner of the eye. That way when we do our cut crease, it will fade nicely. Now I'm going to take a Luxie 229 brush and go in with the shade Cocoa Bear right here. So we're going to take Cocoa Bear and put it in those same places we have been. This is going to help to add definition and smoke everything out even further. So we're going to go back in with that clean blending brush and begin to diffuse the outer edges of this look. So I really want to build the intensity of this look, so I'm going to take a combination of Cocoa Bear and Frappe and blend that further on the outer corner here just to make it even stronger. So I'm taking Cocoa Bear and Morocco on that same clean brush, and I am just, well, I guess now it's dirty, but the one's clean brush, I'm just smoking this out even further because I really want it to have a strong effect, so when we do the cut crease, nothing looks kind of like washed out. Okay, now I'm going to take some soft ochre paint pot, and I mixed a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape with the Sigma concealer brush. I believe this is an F70. I've had these brushes so long that the numbers are starting to wear off. So I'm going to take this and we're going to use this to cut the crease. So right now I'm taking the concealer and I'm just cutting the crease, but I'm only going to do it halfway. And then I'm kind of gonna let it fade out. Now we have that half cut crease. I'm gonna take this vanilla shade right here from Tarte, and I'm gonna pack this on my lid with an E60 large concealer brush from Sigma. Next you're gonna take the 227 brush that we used to do some of the lighter shades or the mid-tone shades, and I'm just going to go back over this, and this is gonna deepen the crease a little bit and kind of blend everything together. We still want it to be really cut, but we do want it to look like it's kind of your natural crease. It's not, if that makes sense. It just makes it look a little blended, not like you just put concealer on. Now I'm picking up some of those darker shades and just blending in to the cut crease so it blends together. Next I'm taking a little bit of Cocoa Bear and just deepening up this outer edge. And again, once you add color, you must blend it out. So I'm taking a clean blending brush. I'm just gonna soften those edges. So I'm taking this on the lid with a synthetic concealer brush. This is gonna be kind of like the glue for the glitter we're gonna put on. So the ideal duos do come with glitter in them, but I'm actually gonna also use the Moondust palette from Urban Decay. I haven't quite used this yet, so I wanna use these two colors right here. I'm first going in with the light pink shade right at the top of the eye. Then as we move a little further down, I'm going to go in with Element right here. And I'm going to use the shade Element kind of to merge and blend the two looks together. And then I'm going to take that 227 brush and then blend it out even further. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to clean everything up. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Tarte Shape Tape concealer and we're going to clean up around the outer portion of our eye. So I'm just going to put some right there, put like 2-3 drops. And just to blend that out, I'm taking a synthetic brush. This is one that I typically use for eyeshadow. But right now we're just cleaning up around the eye area. So right now I'm spreading the concealer out to clean up anything that fell out from here, any shadows that fell down, so it looks a lot cleaner. I'm also going to take just a very, very small amount and clean up by the brow bone. There's almost no product left on my brush while I'm cleaning up that part, and it is still pretty thick under the eye right here, so I'm going to take a beauty blender later and clean that up even further. Before we get much further on the eyes, we're going to start the face. So I've already dampened my beauty blender. I'm taking one of my favorite foundations ever. This is the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation in the shade Juicy RG50. Take 2 pumps of this and just begin to blend it on my face. This has really amazing coverage, so I find that even with a beauty blender, you still get a really flawless finish. I'm just tapping this in with the beauty blender to create a really flawless finish on the skin. If you feel like you need more coverage, you can always grab a concealer or layer another on with this foundation, though I feel like it gets really great coverage and it also really looks like skin. Next, I'm taking the Kat Von D translucent powder on a Real Techniques sponge, and I'm just putting this under the eye to set all the concealer that I put under there so it looks super foolproof. Also do a little bit on my chin and my nose, but I don't bake here. I just simply press in the product, and I actually feel like this can make it look even more flawless. So sometimes I like to do that even better than baking, and then you don't have to kick off as much powder. Now I'm taking my damp beauty blender. I'm just going to blend that in even further to make it really, really seamless. Next, I'm picking up a product I haven't grabbed in a long time. This is the Anastasia contour kit, but I do like the shade Fawn, so I'm picking that up on a tapered brush. This is the Sigma F35, and I'm going to contour this. I find that this is really good because it gets into the hollows of your cheeks, but also can blend it out very nicely. I'm also going to use this to contour my forehead slightly around the temples. I'm going right under the jawline to create a more chiseled effect. With a clean blending brush, I'm going to take the color Fawn again right here and take that down my nose just for a slight contour. Then I'm going to take some baking powder and just clean up that contour on my nose. Then I'm just going to dust that off. Next, I'm going in with the bronzer from Too Faced. This is their chocolate bronzer, and I actually got in a sample size, and it is so amazing. This is definitely one of my favorite bronzers. I'm using this with a Japanese brush, and it's very similar to the NARS brushes. This is actually the bronzer from Tarte. This is their Park Avenue Princess bronzer, which is okay because it's super pretty as well. So I'm just going to do that to the other side, and then we'll actually use the Too Faced one. Now with the chocolate bronzer from Too Faced, we're going to be dusting this over the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. As you can tell, it has a really nice luminous finish to it. So this is just going to give us like so much bronzer, which is good because I am not that bronzed right now. So I could use some help. On top of that, I'm using a oldie but a goodie. This is Bamba from Benefit, and this was actually one of my first blushes ever. This is actually like, I think the first like big product I got from Sephora, and it is so amazing. Every time I use it, I'm like, why do I not pick this blush more? And I just depotted it from its little box because that way if I have it in the palette I always use, I will use it more. So I'm just taking that still on that Japanese brush, and we're just going to pop that onto our cheeks. Next from L'Oreal, I'm going in with one of their highlighters. This one is in the shade Rose, and at first I was not super into these, but actually they're very, very pretty. I'm using this with a natural hairbrush from Sigma, and it actually gives a really pretty glow. Now this obviously isn't comparable to something like Champagne Pop or like a high-end highlighter, but it does still give you that glow and definitely does give you a nice pink effect. So I just added some mascara and some lashes. These are the Samantha lashes from Huda Beauty, which look really pretty because they don't totally cover up the eye look, though you can't really tell it's a cut crease until you tilt your head back or look down. And next we're going to smoke out the bottom lash line. So to smoke out the bottom lash line, I'm taking the 229 and the 217 brush. This is a big fluffy and a pencil. We're going to use a pencil to pack on Cocoa Bear under the eye, mixed with a little bit of Morocco. Make sure you top off the excess because we don't want a lot of fallout under our eye. And we are connecting the eye to give it a round effect, though it's still being pulled out. So I just stopped the shadow right there. Next, we're going to take this blending brush and just dip it into a little bit of frappe and just begin to smoke everything out. Next, I'm going to take a really bright shadow to lighten up the inner corner. This one is from Anastasia, and I love a super highlighted inner corner. I'm also going to take this on the brow bone just a little bit, tap off the excess, and blend it out. So next we're going to do our lips. I really want to go for the kind of like classic popsicle lips I always do, where I do like something really glossy and nude around the outside and then something a little darker on the inside. But that's what I always do, so I'm going to do a matte kind of pinky mauve lip, which I don't typically do. But first I'm going to take a classic product of mine. This is the Makeup Forever lip liner, but instead of 3C, which I always use, I'm using 14C. And this is a lot pinker, and it will help to give me that look. So I have the general shape that I want, so now I'm going in with Jeffree Star's lipstick in Rose Madder. I love his formulation, and I actually haven't been able to wear this color yet. Alrighty everyone, and here is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed how to get this really pretty pink cut crease. It's a great look to do any part of the year, but especially in fall. I love kind of the transition from a bronzy look to adding some more pinks, and then you can go into cranberries, and then we'll be in winter. So hope you guys like this look, and please look out for more and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!